Hi guys, D900Man here, and we have got a great product for review today. This has been sent from the good guys over at Pioneer, and we have got the AppRadio 2 or the SBH DA100. Now this is an in-car head unit, but with a difference. It actually allows you to run iOS apps straight from your iPhone 4 or 4S using that 30-pin dock connector straight on the head unit itself. Now one of the things to remember, this doesn't take CDs or memory cards or anything like that. It just works either from the radio or music that you have on your iPod. Now it is worth noting that it will work with certain Android devices and you can connect them up, but I would say it's mainly built for your iPhone 4 and 4S. Now they are looking at a way to work with the iPhone 5, however because of the new lightning cable it doesn't work yet, and that's due to that 30-pin lightning cable. So if we have a look around the unit, first of all, there's just 3 buttons on here. You have like a home button like you would on your iPhone 4 or 4S, and then you have volume buttons. Now this screen is a 7-inch touchscreen, a capacitive touchscreen, and it is very, very simple to use. Now just have a look at the unit. Obviously you've got radio just there, and I'm not sure whether this is tuned in. I have got a aerial connector to it, but you have obviously your different presets on here. We just turn that up, so this is radio 4. Now one thing I would say is you may get a crackling sound. Now this unit is in a special case that Pioneer provide. It's not out in my car, so it hasn't really got a decent aerial connected, and obviously we're in my house as well. But it's got loads of different things. If I turn this right down, if you had a good signal you'd have radio text on there, then you have different channel frequencies that you can pick, your favourite channels that you have stored. Come back out of there, you can go searching, you can input specific frequencies and save them, and then you have your settings as well just for the radio, so you can have traffic announcement on, so on and so forth. Press the home button, come out of there, and it will also connect to your phone using Bluetooth, so you can pull in through your whole phone book on there. I'm not going to show you that because I don't want to show you all the numbers displayed on my phone, but this does work with Bluetooth. It'll pull through all the telephone numbers, and it does have fairly decent call quality on there as well. It does have a dialer, so you can dial straight from the screen, and it's a really, really decent experience. And talking to people on the phone is quite good as well, and obviously you do have to speak that a little bit louder because the phone isn't to your ear, but generally very, very good call quality. As you can see on the large display here, you get radio, iPod, apps and iPhone. You then get this button at the top which you can connect a rear facing camera in your car, so if you were reversing you could switch over to that, and then you have a mountain of different settings. You can change the background, you have audio settings, steering wheel controls, and then general as well. And general has loads of different things, all the way from rear camera, screened in, dinner, LCD brightness, through to your radio locations and GPS, clock settings. You can then have settings for your subwoofers. Now this does have 2 RCA adapters, so for subwoofers as well, so you can have that full in-car system. Then you can have keyboard and obviously language, and then you have different settings, so you can change your sound settings for obviously the radio, your Handsfree or your iPhone, so depending on which one you're using depends on how loud or how much bass you've got and so forth. If we head over to the iPod, you can then select by different artists. Okay, so if we go into main menu, scroll down, we can then go through all the different albums that we have on there as well, so not many on this iPhone. We go to menu again, different songs, different genres, and then we can also go to now playing, and then if we click play, can just play some of this to you. Okay, so you get your album artwork on there as well. Now the really nice thing about the AppRadio, and it's called the AppRadio, is because you can actually utilise the iPhone's apps, and there's a number of apps in the App Store to utilise this. But to get it to work, you need to download the AppRadio app, which is totally free from the App Store, and once that's booted up, you can see that you have a whole load of other things on here as well. So you can check your GPS on here, you have access to photos, different applications you have installed. You can change how big those apps are, so it will tell you your compatible apps on here, and there's loads, absolutely loads of different compatible apps. Car browser, card media player, which I'll show you, mix tracks free, GPS ones, different ones for playing music, like loads and loads of different applications. Nav-free works on here, so you can turn this into a full GPS unit. Obviously all your NavMill ones work on here, so loads of different things, and instead of showing you on the phone, it will then show you on the device itself. If we go back out of there, it will show you maps, which uses the Google Maps experience, and then if we just try and navigate to where I am. Now the nice thing about this 7-inch capacitive touchscreen, it does use multi-touch technology, so you can pinch to zoom, so on and so forth, and you can move that about, which is a very decent feature. Contacts, so you can go through all your different contacts. Like I said, I'm not going to show you that because obviously it will show you all the contacts on the phone and their telephone numbers. You can have a look at your calendar on here, and then one thing that I do need to tell you, whenever you go into something like this, you'll be able to see here on the iPhone you get a pop-up, and that's because the stereo cannot override what's on your iPhone. You have to actually allow it access. So things like your photographs and your calendar you have to allow, and then you can see the screen change there. So I can go to today, click into there, and you can view all of your appointments. Now you can't actually add appointments on here, but you can see what's coming up on your calendar, which is a nice little feature. You know, if you got this installed in your car and you're going through to business meetings, so on and so forth. Go through to photos, and like you see there, once again you get the pop-up on the stereo, and once you've clicked OK, you can then go through and have a look. So if we just go through here, and then you can see different pictures, you can swipe through them, and so on and so forth. Come back out of there, which is nice, and then you obviously can pinch to zoom as well. And then we have nav-free as well, so I have this installed on the iPhone 4 here, so I can use nav-free. If we click into that one, okay, so as you can see on the iPhone it's just got now the miles per hour, but on the head unit itself it's actually got the full display on here. So it's very nice. You can go through to the menu, you can go to preferences, and it works exactly as it would work on your iPhone as well. We'll go back in through to the main menu, and then the last one, which you can download, which is free, and probably one of my favourite applications, is Car Media Player. Okay, so you launch that, and it's just another media player like the iPod one, but I believe it's set out a lot nicer. So we can turn on shuffle there, we can turn on the loop of one track, so on and so forth. If we scroll it to the side, I can then go through all the list of songs being played. If we go back, hit the search button just up here, and it'll take me to my playlist, artists, albums, songs, genres, audiobooks, podcasts and videos. Got no videos on there. Now this will also play your videos that you're on your phone. And one thing to remember, that if you are going to use this while playing videos, you're not actually going to be able to hook that up while you're driving. There is safety precautions built in this, so you know, you need to be safe and make sure that those safety precautions are linked up and you're only using it when you're parked and when the handbrake's on. So it's a really nice unit. It is a double DIN size unit for all those of you that would fancy having this installed, which you can install in a lot of different vehicles, but you would need to change certain parts if you only had a single DIN size. Absolutely great, as you can see. Very nice touch gesture and really simple to use. I mean, if you do use your iPhone as your main audio source, which I do, then having this in the car would be perfect. Gone are the CDs. I don't think I ever put a CD in my car for, well, 2, 3, 4 years now. So I always use my phone to connect in. It's nice that you can have the certain applications and make this into, well, whatever type of thing you want. You've got your Bluetooth in there, so you no longer have to use a hands-free unit. That's already come pre-installed. Now this retails for around £300, £350, which, to be honest, what you're getting is an excellent head unit. You're getting that compatibility with either your Android or your iPhone 4 or 4S. And it just turns into an all-in-one package, and I don't think you could ask for more. Excellent device from Pioneer. So this has been our review of the AppRadio 2. It is the SPH-DA 100 model. So thanks very much for watching this review, and we will catch you real soon in the next one.